I recall it. A lonely little house of scholarship with its playground worn so bare that even the months of sun and idleness failed to bring forth grass. But that humble little school had a dignity of a fixed and far-off purpose. It was the outpost of civilization. It was the advance guard of the pioneer driving the wilderness farther into the west. It was life preparing wistfully for the future.
No. Do you know that you can go in the early morning light when the dew is on the grass and find the little cobweb tents where the fairies sleep on all the night? But alas, you'll never find no traces of their little fairy faces.
Alrighty, now you may begin to read that. Read it silently and try not to make your lips
It was cold.
move,
The potbelly stove hadn't warmed me up yet. My feet were frozen and wet. The teacher had to clean the stove and fire it up. Once the coal stove got going, my fingers warmed up. It felt good to be warm. Not much existed for me outside of Atlantic. We were poor. One of my classmates had no shoes, but Joe wore a tie for his school picture. We knew we needed this education. We wanted to come to school. Our future depended upon it. I often wondered where this road would take me.
There are many memories cradled within the walls of the Atlantic one-room schoolhouse. What treasures are hidden in the splintered wood and the cracks of the blackboard? If these walls could talk, what would they say? How much the children must have learned. If only they could move the old Atlantic schoolhouse onto a new foundation and into tomorrow.
This is the preservation project of the Atlantic 40 one-room schoolhouse that our school is in charge of. It's a 3-year preservation project. The first step is just getting the school onto our campus so that it'll be used as a classroom once again.
I want to get stuck here. I need 30-foot fuses, right here. I wouldn't want to be dragging that thing.
I was 19 at the time, and I had children in grades 5 through 8, had all subjects to teach, and I fired my own stove and cleaned the outside toilets, and there wasn't a child in that room that didn't know more about being in a one-room school than I did.
We were her first students, and she really did enjoy teaching us, and we really enjoyed her. She was a gem. She really was.
She showed us a little bit of life outside of Atlantic. We thought everything's revolved around Atlantic. We didn't know much more. We were, so to speak, her coal kids, you know, because there was a coal mine down there. And she showed us what life was like outside that. So when she came to us, she really opened up our eyes.
An old schoolhouse on a new foundation. What a way to join many people, young and old. This Community Citizens Corps learning project brought together current and retired teachers, administrators, community members, and students, all volunteering to rebuild the past. Even the Amish community shared their skills as roof builders.
This project brought the generations together in an extremely wonderful way. It was really rewarding to see 60-year-olds working with pre-teens, early teens, sitting, sharing, trading ideas, working together on a project, bringing something to fruition that actually was nothing but a shell 10 months previous to this completion date.
High school students spent thousands of hours on this project. Academic and vocational students worked side by side helping each other while learning valuable job skills.
I was actually learning something. I got away from sitting down. I was actually up using my skills I learned from VedTech.
To me, it helped me to learn what on-the-job work is like, and it was very important to me and a few of the other guys I worked with to have the work done and to feel what it's like on a job with the actual work site working, and just to know what it feels like to work with a bunch of guys and get something done within a day.
I got a lot of recognition because they said that I put in the most hours, and just a good feeling to stand back and look at the completed project and say I helped do that.
The Citizen Community Corps is a result of a Learn and Serve America grant, which is both a federal and state grant. The one-room schoolhouse is only one of the many projects that we've undertaken, but is by far the most ambitious. The whole concept of a one-room schoolhouse just captured the enthusiasm and imagination of not only the students, but also the community. The students had the opportunity to work side by side with adult members from the community in the planning, the relocating, and the renovation of the building. They were also involved in fundraising and learned so much from the adults in the community.
The one-room schoolhouse project has provided a lot of attention and publicity for the Community Citizens Corps organization. A lot of people have heard of it that hadn't before, and now they can take advantage of other services that the CCC offers, such as the community computer nights, to teach them how to use the new technology that the school has. And
step by step, history was preserved and a new page made ready for new experiences. Here, school children are surrounded by artifacts. They can see and touch actual pieces of the past. The desks, the original chalkboard, the inkwells. Everything comes alive as history is reborn.
Tell me something different.
You didn't have to dip them?
You don't have to dip it. You don't have to stop in the middle of writing to dip. Yes.
When you mess up, you can't erase it.
Well, we're doing the reading as they did a long time ago. We're doing spelling bees. We're writing about it. When we go back to the classroom yesterday, they wrote about it. Today, even some of the children wrote what they're going to tell their parents about their experience. It's a new experience. And I think that's kind of exciting for them.
Atlantic 40 has definitely captured the hearts of the entire community. It was a project that won support from everyone involved.
As a representative of the school board and being on a one-room schoolhouse committee and also going to that school, I feel that the board did a very wise thing when they decided to move it to the present site.
That little schoolhouse served a purpose in my day. Learning the 3 R's was enough then. It makes me content to know that it's on a new foundation. Its dignity is restored, and this school is ready to serve a new generation.